Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of the Jukedama 2.0 update videos, where today of course I have some new updates and stuff for you all, but before I do that I want to first let you guys know, if you have not done so already, I highly recommend joining our Discord, which is pretty much everywhere. You can find it in the description of all of our videos. You can find it on our little channel header. You can find it in the About tab. It's pretty much everywhere. So I recommend doing that if you have not done so, because I've been doing some polls and putting some little updates in there and talking to some of the viewers and all that over in the Discord. So that's really the place to keep updated. Of course, I'm giving you highlights here and making sure to keep you guys updated on YouTube, especially for those of you that don't have Discord. But I think in the future, because I used to do polls and stuff in the community tab, I think in the future I'm going to try to streamline that all on Discord. I just find it so much easier, especially because I can do polls there with however many options I want, whereas YouTube restricts it to 5, and also YouTube restricts the amount of characters I can put in. Like, that's pretty much how many characters I can put in, and I can put as many characters as I want in Discord. So that's why I'm going to try to streamline it all through there. Plus, I think it's so much easier to talk to the viewers and all that. That being said, I'd still comment on your guys' comments or reply to your guys' comments or stuff like that. So, not like we're completely avoiding communicating to you guys on YouTube, but just we'll be doing a lot of it on Discord, and I highly recommend checking out the Jukedama Discord, or whatever it'll end up being called. We'll end up repurposing the Jukedama Discord for our new channel, obviously. All right, so with that being said, probably the biggest update, well, most important update for you guys that I'm sure you all want to hear is when we'll be coming back. And I haven't had a clear, concise answer to that until this video, pretty much. And it still isn't necessarily a clear answer. It's between two dates, but we do have a range now. So before I was saying like there's going to be all the way out until summer, probably maybe close to summer when we be coming back to the channel, because I was worried about being too busy or, you know, COVID. I was worried about a bunch of stuff. So, but things have changed a bit, and I'm feeling it a lot more. Every single video I do, it's for me, it's been a balance, or it's been a wave between my peak is like, oh my God, I want to do Jukedama right now. I want to have people over. I want to do it. And my trough is like, yeah, I'll do Jukedama, right? Like, so I've just been super looking forward to it. And, I'm thinking we'll either start off recording for you guys on either the 9th or the 16th of March, which is in about 2 or 3 weeks. So coming right up. I don't know if it'll be the 9th or the 16th. Either case, we'll probably release our first video the day after. So either the 10th or the 17th, we will have our first new Jukedama. whatever we end up calling the channel name, right? We'll have our first new Jukedama series. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. I know I've said I've been looking forward to it forever, but I don't know if I can stress enough how much I'm just looking forward to it. I've been trying a bunch of different stuff, like the Jukedama show, working on music and all that, but none of it really comes close to what I enjoyed about Jukedama, especially towards the beginning, at least before COVID hit. But yeah. So also our first series, I think I've explained that I want to do 3 series at once. So we'll probably do the Bowser's Fury is what it's called. Yeah, from the new Super Mario 3D World Deluxe. You guys voted, those of you in the Discord voted for that one. We asked if you guys wanted to see Bowser's Fury or a replay series of Super Mario 3D World first. Now, with that being said, once we finish Bowser's Fury, we will probably go straight into Super Mario 3D World, just because that's such a fun game, and I would not mind replaying that whatsoever. It was so much fun. And I was not really happy with our original series. That was the first few episodes were recorded without capture card. They were recorded with bad mics. It was completely inconsistent members. Some of the members didn't enjoy the game, so I'm really excited to get a good series of that going. Our second game is going to be voted by you guys on the Discord. So that's partially why I mentioned join the Discord, because I put 8 games in there for you guys to vote on. So in our little poll channel, I asked which of these games would you guys want to see us play. So that'll be our second series for whichever one of those win. Right now, there is kind of a clear winner, but that can change depending on what you guys vote for. So, yeah. And then our third series that we start will be decided upon by us. And I won't say anything on what that will be really until we start the channel, just because that might change and because it's going to be completely decided upon us. It would be nice to at least have a series that we all 6 of us consistently are like, yes, definitely, we definitely want to start off with this. Even though now we have a series that you guys want to start off with, we have a series for a game that's new, and we have a series that we definitely totally want to play for the channel. I think that'll be a good balance. And it might stick like that for a bit when we start replaying games and stuff. We'll see what happens. But yeah. So, and I can't remember if I've stated who the members will be. I think I did. I think I kind of did in the past few episodes, but just in case I haven't, it will definitely be me, Justin, Kevin, Tyler, Matthew, Michael, and Ryan. So us 6. I've stated before that I want to do 6 people and not 4, just because then we have 2 extra. We kind of have a buffer in case whoever's the 4th person for that day can't make it. We have other people in the channel that can fill in, and we should be able to consistently make videos with 4 people more often. And if it's just us 6 people that are cycling out, I don't think it'll be a problem of seeming like we have special guests and stuff like that. I think it will look like, these are our 6 main members. Even if they are cycling, those who do stick around for the Let's Plays will hopefully be okay with the slight inconsistency. It will still be consistent, obviously, because it'll only be us 6, but it'll just cycle through occasionally. And I think that's the best way to do it. It's kind of a balance between having a consistent lineup, but also having kind of like a backup plan if something goes wrong for that day. And like I've said before, if we end up having 3 members over for a recording, that's completely fine too. So we'll probably have some days where it's only 3 of us, but those are still fun too. I remember 4-player and 3-player is a lot of fun. 2 players when it starts getting really slow, and anything more than 4 is just way too chaotic. 5, we've had 5 people over before, 4 people over if you include me, because it's at my house. But 5 people in a video is just yeah. So a lot of talking over each other, and so we'll try to avoid that. But yeah, we still need a new channel name also. So it's not going to be called Jukedama. I want to avoid using the whole acronym that I've discussed before of Justin, Kevin, Dakota, Marco, because it's going to change. And if our members change in the future, it'll not age well, like how the acronym for Jukedama doesn't make sense anymore. It's kind of catchy. I still kind of think Jukedama is a catchy name, but I really do want to have a fresh start channel name. So I've been coming up with ideas, some that I'm okay with, some that I'm but nothing really so far that's been like, yes, that's our channel name. So if any of you guys have any ideas for that, please let us know in the comments or in the Discord or wherever. And if I end up using your idea, I'll definitely credit you in the first video that we release. So Yeah, leave a suggestion if you have one. If you don't, it's completely understandable. We'll think of something though. Hopefully, it won't be too cringe, but we'll totally get there. So, probably my biggest concern though with this new channel. Before I was saying I definitely wanted it to be on a completely new channel. So not on this right here, on a completely fresh slate, 0 subscribers start. But there is one big concern that I'm worried if I do that, I'll end up wanting to switch back to this channel like I did before. Because I did do that. If you guys remember what I've explained, I think I explained this in the 40-minute update video. We started out on this channel right here, called the old Jukedama channel at this point. And it lasted for a good year or so. And I kind of just decided, you know what, I want to merge this with, at the time, my solo channel, which became this channel right here. This at one point was my solo channel. I think I explained that before again, but that's pretty much what happened, and I want to avoid doing that again. So, I mean, I do have a few options here. The first option is I continue on this channel. I'd probably unlist everything that we've done before. I think would be the best approach if I really wanted to do that, which, I mean, would kind of defeat the whole purpose because we'd very quickly get demonetized. This channel is barely hanging on for the monetization, and honestly, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're making pennies, so I'm not too concerned about making money or being monetized or any of that. It would be nice to have the subscriber head start though, so I wouldn't have to worry about getting 1,000 subscribers. But I mean, that's my main big concern with that. And like I said, I don't really want to completely, like, going back into this channel and just leaving all of these videos up and then suddenly, like, hey, new channel, and it's not Jukedama anymore, like, and having all these past videos up too would just be such a clutter, I feel like. Especially because we started off with Burnout episode 15. I don't think that makes sense. I really want to have a fresh start. So if I were to start back on this channel, I would most definitely want to unlist most of our videos, probably all of them. So that's one thing. The second option I have is I could repurpose the Jukedama show channel. It only doesn't have that many, obviously 13 subscribers, but I mean, that is something. And then I can repurpose this for whatever the new channel is rather than completely starting fresh, because at least I would have something to kind of move out rather than, I don't know what I'm trying to explain here. And I would obviously get a new banner. I'd unlist this video, maybe even delete it. I don't know. And if we ever come back to the Jukedama show concept, I can make a completely new channel for that. That's the second option. Plus, I'm sure the 13 of you that did subscribe are watching this or are subscribed to Jukedama already. So I don't know if that matters too much. And then, of course, another option is just completely starting out fresh. I'm just worried about wanting to come back to this. So either I would need to do something that prevents me from being convinced into doing that, or just, you know, just going with the flow, really. And I'm right now, as it stands, I don't have the temptation to start on this channel. I really do want to start fresh, but some of the people I've been talking to have made some convincing points for starting off on this channel. It's like, and really the real reason is why not? Other than the impression that it is a new channel and that I'm starting fresh, which is really kind of what I want to experience. It's like, why not start out with a head start? It just means that all of these videos kind of get archived and they can't be found anymore. So it's a real struggle to figure out which way I want to go, because both sides really do have benefits, and I'm just worried I don't want to start out with one way and want to switch over to the other in like a year or so. I really want to make sure that what I choose is the right path for the entire channel's lifetime. So I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think would be more convenient. I'm sure, like, if we just continued uploading to this channel, it would make more sense to you guys. It's like one less person to subscribe to, right? But, you know, the impression of starting off with a new channel is really appealing. So I'm really split. I'm really split on that decision. And I just, whatever I do, I want to make sure I don't want to switch back to the other way around. Because I can't tell you how many times I was like, all right, new channel, or all right, back to the old channel. And it's like, ah, man, I've done that so many times in the past. Not with just Jukedama, with other things I've done too. So I really want to make sure whatever I do is the right option. And I have 2 weeks to decide that. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. I also, little update. I'm not sure if we'll have a proper channel art and proper icon up by then. I don't know. It just depends on what happens. We might still end up using this. Obviously, I would take out Jukedama or replace it with whatever the channel name is. But we will eventually get a nice brand new channel art. We'll get a brand new icon. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to have this fresh coat of paint for a new multiplayer channel with the same concept, you know, as our past channel, not as this, not as what we were doing most recently, but more so on this branch. Ignore the fact that there's billions and billions of Let's Plays going on at once. Ignore the fact that there's solo Let's Plays going on at once, because we will not be doing that. Oh, okay. There is something else that I did want to explain. So just beyond multiplayer Let's Plays, because that's going to be our main content, probably daily for the most part, is going to be a multiplayer Let's Play episode, maybe with a little bit of editing. I'm going to consider what I want to do about that. I'm thinking I do want to edit a little bit more than I did in the past. Just at least when there's a part that's tedious or annoying, or like we're stuck on a level, I'm thinking like, okay, it would make sense to edit through that a little bit. We're not going to cut out any content, like as far as watching the Let's Play. I would make sure to edit out just enough that you're still watching the whole series. Like you're seeing every little part of the game that we go through. It's just the tedious parts that we have to replay, or like if something's taken forever, we can cut through that. So that's what I'm thinking as far as cuts will go. But I don't think I'll do it too often, especially because, you know, our commentary is part of the content. So it's just going to be, it's another balance. It's another balance I'll have to consider, but I definitely am considering it a lot more. Anyway, what I was going to say before I rudely interrupted myself is our other series that we will do. Other series. I mean, I don't want to call them series, but other content. We will most likely be doing a podcast series, which I think will be a lot of fun. It gives us the option to invite special guests. Like I was saying before, I don't want special guests in our main series for whatever gets called the Jukedama Gaming, the Let's Play series. But in our podcast series, that would give us an opportunity, if someone else is interested in participating, we can feature them in that, and we can just talk about whatever. I'm not even thinking the podcast series will be limited to gaming. It'll probably just be, you know, whatever topic is on our minds at the moment, or we could just be a simple like little like idea that we're considering, or it could be an improv game. I remember we did that on the channel once, and that was so much fun. So we could maybe do a little improv games in our podcast series, but that's really just going to give us the freedom to talk about whatever without needing to focus on a game, and also being able to feature special guests. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. We might not start it immediately. In fact, I'm almost positive we won't start it immediately. I want to focus on Jukedama Gaming, especially because I'll have to balance school at the time. So that'll be something to consider for later. And then also, I'll probably do a poll on this later, but compilations, I do kind of want to bring them back. I know I was saying before, I'm not super happy about compilations, and they were tedious, but it really does give the other side of the audience who isn't super interested in Let's Plays, but they still want to see us as the charisma, as, you know, the comedians, the characters of the show, as they still are interested in that, but they don't want to see a full series. I do think compilations will be a good idea. I'll probably do a poll later on what exactly we'll do for compilations, whether they'll be monthly, weekly, smaller videos, like smaller, just maybe 1 or 2 moments, weekly videos, or moments from a whole series. I'll probably do a community poll on that. But that's probably just going to be our main content. Those 3 things are really the main things we're considering. If there's anything else, of course, we'll let you guys know, but probably nothing will be considered before our channel upload date. All right, cool. So this is a longer video than last time's, but not as long as the first times. I had a lot of things to talk about, but this will probably be my last update video before the new channel. Probably, especially considering how soon it's coming out. So hopefully by then we'll have a channel name and channel artwork. But I mean, from this point on, I might do another video if I decide upon doing the Jukedama, whatever Jukedama gets called, on this channel right now that you're watching this on, or on a new channel. I'll probably do a video on that now that I think about it. But other than that, I guess I'll pretty much see you guys when we come back with our new content. So whatever we end up calling the channel name, we'll see you guys then. So I hope you guys are really looking forward to this as much as I am. Probably not as much as I am, to be honest, but close to as much as I am would be more realistic. Maybe you guys are looking forward to this more than me. I don't know, but I hope you guys are looking forward to it nonetheless. So if you guys have any other ideas, let us know. Of course, I'm always willing to consider your guys' ideas. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to talk about today. Longer update, but thanks for tuning in and checking it out. Like I said, I will see you guys when our new channel is created.